Today, we're diving into something fascinating. Places that look like total paradise, but are actually some of the most dangerous islands on the entire planet. You know the image, right? Just picture that perfect island getaway. We're talking white sand beaches, crystal clear water, absolute paradise. The kind of place you dream about. But then, there are islands that are the complete opposite. Places so dangerous that governments have literally put out official warnings telling people, hey, stay away for your own good. So here's the crazy part. What if that paradise and that death trap are the exact same place? Well, that's what we're about to find out as we count down the 6 most dangerous islands in the world. All right, let's kick off this countdown. We're going to start with islands where the danger isn't man-made. Nope, this is all about the raw, untamed power of nature itself. And kicking us off at number 6 is Karnak Island. It's this tiny little patch of land just off the coast of Australia. And, it looks pretty harmless, but it is hiding a very venomous secret. See, this island is absolutely crawling with tiger snakes, and their venom, it's so incredibly potent that a single bite can kill a person in just seconds. The snake population here is just unbelievably dense. But the weirdest part? Nobody really knows how they all got there. It's a total mystery. And to add another layer to its strange history, the island was actually used as a prison for a short time before, they abandoned it pretty quickly. Okay, moving on to number 5, we're heading over to Stromboli Island in Italy. And here, the threat isn't from some creepy crawly, it's from the very ground beneath your feet. Stromboli is home to not just 1, but 3 active volcanoes. And when I say active, I mean they are constantly churning, bubbling, just ready to blow at any given moment. So, how long have they been active, you ask? Oh, just 5,000 years? That's right, lava has been flowing on this island nonstop for 5,000 years. And yet, despite the obvious, incredible danger, people still try to conquer it. But the risk is just terrifyingly real. Just back in 2019, a hiker was caught in a surprise eruption and, tragically, was never seen again. All right, number 4 on our list is an island that's surprisingly close to a major city. We're talking just 28 miles off the coast of California. These are the Farallon Islands, and they are a place with, let's say, multiple layers of danger. In fact, the islands have earned themselves a pretty chilling nickname, the Devil's Teeth. Now that name comes from a couple of things. First, you've got these jagged, sharp mountains that look like, monstrous teeth. And second, the water all around the islands, it's a prime hunting ground for great white sharks. But you know what? As terrifying as great whites are, the real horror on this island is something you can't even see. We're talking nearly 50,000 of something. Because from the 1940s all the way to the 1970s, these waters were used as a nuclear waste dump. Yeah, the US government dumped almost 50,000 drums of radioactive material right here, creating this invisible, toxic legacy that poisons the entire area to this very day. Okay, so for the next part of our countdown, the danger starts to shift a little bit. We're moving away from purely natural threats and looking at islands where the peril is tied directly to, us, to the unsettling and often tragic history of human activity. Number 3 takes us to the United Kingdom, to an island with a name that, it pretty much says it all, the Island of Skeletons. About 200, to be a little more specific. That's the estimated number of human skeletons you can find just scattered across the surface. The story goes that these are the remains of prisoners who died during an epidemic. They were originally buried together in a mass grave, but over the years, storms and coastal erosion have unearthed them, just leaving their bones exposed to the elements. So grim. Coming in at number 2 is an island that honestly looks like it's straight off a postcard. We're in the Bay of Bengal looking at North Sentinel Island. It's got the pristine white sand, the clear turquoise water, the whole deal. But its beauty hides one of the most unique and serious dangers in the entire world. You see, this island is home to one of the very last uncontacted tribes on Earth. They've chosen to live in complete and total isolation from the modern world, and they defend that isolation fiercely. The Sentinelese people meet any and all outsiders with extreme hostility. And really, it's a survival tactic. They have no immunity to our diseases, so any contact could literally be a death sentence for their entire community. Back in 2006, two fishermen who accidentally drifted too close were met with a shower of arrows, a really tragic reminder of the very real boundary they enforce. And now, we've arrived at number 1, the single most dangerous island on our list, a place whose reputation was sealed by one of the most horrific events in all of recorded history. The world's most dangerous island is Ramri Island, just off the coast of Myanmar. And the threat here, it's crocodiles. And we are not talking about just a few of them. This island's terrifying legacy comes from one single event during World War II. In 1945, a regiment of about 1,000 Japanese soldiers was forced to retreat right through the island's dense mangrove swamps. And that's where they were ambushed by the island's enormous population of saltwater crocodiles, leading to an absolutely horrifying massacre. The scale of this tragedy is just staggering. Of the 1,000 soldiers who went into that swamp, it's estimated that only about 500 made it out alive. The rest? They were picked off, one, by the crocodiles. This event is so infamous that the Guinness Book of World Records actually lists it as the single greatest disaster suffered by humans from animals. What a truly chilling distinction to have. So after all that, what have we really seen here? Well, from venomous snakes and constantly erupting volcanoes to radioactive waste and isolated tribes, these islands all prove one crucial point. Paradise can have a very, very dark side. They're a stark reminder that sometimes the most beautiful places on Earth can hide the absolute deadliest dangers. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other dangers are out there hiding in plain sight, just beneath the surface of something that looks beautiful? Thanks so